Hello, good evening. Welcome to another art stream. It's a little late, I realize. I have changed my beginning of the stream to 8:30 Central European Standard Time because I realized I was otherwise never getting enough time to have dinner. So here I am. I just had a little delay because for some reason the bunny cam isn't working. I had to switch it off for the moment because it wasn't loading, and I don't know why. Like the source just wasn't loading properly in my streaming program, so that's unfortunately not something I can fix. You mean the bunny cam? The camera over there, you mean? Okay. Well, the problem is for some reason my program isn't loading the camera feed, so I don't know why, and it's unfortunately because I'd have to like go over there and fix the integration of the camera. I don't want to do that right now. I'd rather do my drawing stream, so I'm afraid there's no bunny cam today. But I'll work on it and I'll fix it for next time. Last stream it was fine. Maybe I actually did a Twitch thing, and as you can see down here, I've started a goal which Twitch encourages you to do. So I thought, why not? It looks nice. A lot of streamers have progress bars on screen. Progress bars are good, right? That make you look streamery. So here you go. Here's a progress bar. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just, you know, I want this channel to grow. This is one of the things that reflects that. So there we go. It's good to have goals, apparently. So here we are. We have a goal now. Let's have a look. There you go. Wait a minute, where's the suggest a poll for hands thing? Oh, I switched that off at some point. I mean, I can always switch it back on. You seems to be the only one who used it was you, but why not? This is the collection. Where is it? Just a poll. There it is. There we go. Also, the music I've got on today is the playlist I made for the Monster Hearts Let's Play, because, I don't know, I needed a little pick-me-up. And normally my playlists are falling asleep playlists, so... I also thought, in order to get started today, I did a lot of, like, channel admin-y things this morning, I think. I've got an ending screen now, that's new. You'll have to stick around for that one. And I did a bit of editing of my bots. Alpha Diaz, I've got another really sad news for you. I'm afraid Nightbot has gone into early retirement. You don't hear the music? Oh, it might be too quiet. I can't really set the music too loudly, otherwise I think it would be louder than me. No, it's not what I said. No. Nightbot got a lovely retirement package. You got a gift basket with a bottle of wine and a nice book and some fruit and some nice cured expensive salami or something. And he was given a lovely party. No. He was given a lovely goodbye party. No, don't listen to the mod. Don't listen to the mod. Look at me. Don't look at the mod. Look at me. Nightbot's fine. He retired. I only spoke to him yesterday. He's fine. He has a dog. Yeah. He's fine. He was not the best. Let's be honest. In all the remembering things, that Nightbot was not the best bot, but he was a good bot. We will always remember him. Right, I'm gonna do some warm-up sketches before we get lost in the eulogy for Nightbot. Yeah, to be honest, it was just getting a little bit, it was getting a bit annoying with too many different bots. You call streamers sus. Honestly, your grandfather told you the dog was going to Dortmund? It's so specific. Good night, sweet Nightbot, and a flight of angels send thee to thy rest. Oh my god, that's harsh. That's harsh with the grandfather and the dog. I mean, wow. Question is, how old were you? Were you like 5 or more like 25? That's the interesting question. By train, obviously. They can't drive or ride a bicycle. That's an important part of the message here. You're like 5, but one of the few things burnt into your brain. Yeah, these sort of things tend to do that when you're 5, don't they? I'm just warming up my hands. There we go. I think that's warm enough. I'll warm up my arm as well. But let's not change the subject. Let's not change the subject. There's no excuse for killing Sir Night. Sir Nightbot is it now? Okay. Interesting. When did he get knighted? Did he become a Nightbot? Oh. The knighthood was posthumous. Oh, I see. Posthumous knighthood. And you still say that as if he wasn't just retired. You know, he's not dead. You know, other streamers can still use Nightbot. He's not dead. He's fine. He has a gift basket. He's not in Dortmund. He's dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. He was just evicted from the stream. Whatever I say, it's no use. Nightbot will be considered dead and buried. Anyway, yes, hi SF Giants. To distract from the fact that to distract from this these horrible implications against myself and my person. Let's see the wonderful progress we made. We got the birds now, and we have the Peakwood Bay characters now, and hey, there's one of them. Hello. Matching to your cooking duty, lovely. Hello. Hello, Walker. And here is yourself carrying lots of beers with very creative hand-holding technique. And the Peakwood Bay people are the last thing I drew so far, including cherry pie, coffee, and a book. I hope I've included everything that was meaningful. And yeah. That's great. I'm glad you like him. It's very helpful having people in the chat as well who like watched everything. I've got so many interesting hints from people. They're like, you have to draw coffee cups. Yeah, so now that we've got Nico's character once again, we have these right hands suspiciously under the table, like with many of them. We've just kind of got these with one hand under the table. I wonder if someone's just gonna pick this up, you know, and just gonna be like, wait a minute, why do all these characters have like one arm on the table and one arm under the table? What are they hiding? They make too much awesome stuff. Yeah, they do. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should give Myri's character like another hand or something. But at the same time, I don't want to. I just need to get on with it. I'll think about it. I'll continue with the rest of the characters. Look, none of these people have hands on the table. They're just kind of sitting there like doofuses. Yes, Patricia's hiding two things. That is correct. But she seems the character for that, so it's okay. But I'm not sure why he's doing that. I gave him a little bit of chest hair as well. That was fun. Yeah, I think I'll get on with the Shadowrun table, and I'll do Indy last. Then we'll see if it's fitting there. But I reckon he's gonna fit there just fine. Yeah, I think at this point when I got to the Shadowrun characters, I was just like, no more hands, no more arms, please, no. Trisha hides two souls. She's a twice soul. Ooh, okay. I guess that makes sense then. I'm sorry, I haven't watched Peakwood Bay. I can't keep up with all the stuff there's to watch. So I'm woefully underprepared for a lot of these character drawings, but it was good thing people informed me about this stuff. Anyway, let's get on. Blasphemy! Yes, I know, it is blasphemy. It's shameful. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to hide things. I'm not gonna pretend. Let's start with the hardest character here, huh? The 3/4 or 7/8 angle orc face, which for some reason I thought was a good idea. I'm just gonna stick to the sketch. Stick to the sketch. Stick to the plan. I should listen to this playlist more often, damn. It's much better than the average stuff on, like, this was basically my, my Monster Hearts Let's Play playlist, and, Aw, a damn fine job. That's a very nice thing to say. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks. It's been a lot of work. It's been like 55 hours and counting, so... Ooh, I just hiccuped in the middle of that line. That's not good. Oh, please tell me that thing loaded. Did it load? Did it do the thing? No! I'm sorry. I just realized earlier that the bunny cam was not working and the confetti isn't working either. I'm sorry. So it's both of those things. I don't know why. It's like you have to reintegrate them or something. But the good thing with this is this happened before, and I had to reintegrate the pixel confetti. There we are. Click to copy link. There we go. Let's try it again. Ah, it's working again. Okay. That's weird though, because I basically did the same thing with the bunny cam. Like I just put in the link again, but... So yeah, I don't know. I think basically adding this follower goal thing just killed everything. I really like this song, by the way. This makes me feel like every YA. Here are my hearts, thank you. Where are my hearts? This is a sort of a YA supernatural fantasy romance film. That's what that makes me feel like. Yeah, sadly no bunny cam. I'd have to probably have to reintegrate that somehow. Sorry. I tried to just copy paste the link back in, it didn't work again, so this is I won't try it again because I don't want to spend the entire stream just fiddling with settings. Okay, turn the music down a little bit again because otherwise my ears are exploding. How's the music now? I'm not sure how quiet it is. It's probably pretty quiet. Okay, back to this walk. Also, there we go. Yeah, I am actually quite excited about the fact that this is the last table I need to do. But at the same time, I realize it's not done yet. I realize that there's still a whole lot of coloring to do, but the line art is... I know I said this about the sketching. The sketches was like the hardest work. In terms of, the sketching was like the hardest work in terms of getting it right, getting all this positioning of the characters right, getting exactly what the character should look like right. So that stuff was hard, yes. But, The coloring will be pretty fun, I think. The line art is actually pretty fun too, I must say. Like, it's not like I'm not enjoying myself. The line art is probably taking the longest because you have to be far more precise than you have to do with the sketching. So that's why it's taking so long, is the line art is taking forever, but I think that's okay. Because it's the most detailed, and I'm pretty perfectionist about it, I realize that. Are you dreaming about the painting? Not yet, actually, no. I have dreamed some very weird stuff recently, but I haven't actually dreamed about the picture yet, no. But it is... I think I'm getting a little bit tired of it. Like, as much fun as it is, I'm really enjoying that this is just my work every day. It's cool. But I'm getting a little bit tired of looking at it, I think, after 50 odd hours. I think I'm gonna be quite happy when it's done. Mostly because then I can look at it and be like, it's done, you know? I can just enjoy the fruits of my labor at some point. But not yet, so... This character is supposed to have a stubble, I think. So because we did the chest hair with all the other characters, like that, I think we'll just do the stubble like this as well. There we go. Okay, now comes the dreaded flip. Okay, looks... Perspective is perhaps a little bit weird. Oh, no, it's actually okay. I mean, for the fact that it's such a strange way of looking at the character, it's actually okay. Drawing Shadowrun characters basically means drawing a lot of leather jackets. I've used like several different leather jacket references just to finish this, finish these sketches here. And then I was told that this character was to wave at this other character. Don't know why, actually. So if anyone in the chat can answer this question, I'd be super happy if you could tell me. Why is... I mean, Nico could probably tell me, but I don't want to bother him. Let me tell you, hang on. Okay, where are my numbers at? This is number 53. Brick. Brick, an orc played by Andreas Schroth, and he's waving to Revanon, an elf played by Eric. So I don't know why, because I thought first they were the same player, but they're not. It's Andreas and Eric. So I don't know why they're waving at each other. I'm not quite sure. I like it, but maybe it's just a little joke to give the character something to do, but... Yeah, like I said, we started making a list of fun things to look out for in this Wimmelbild. And I suppose leather jacket references would be one of them. Ooh, you know what we should do? When this is finished, I am absolutely 100% gonna make myself a printed poster of this. Like, I'm gonna ask Nico if it's okay. I don't know what his plans exactly are with this. I think it's just for Orkenspalter patrons, but I said I'd make it big enough so that he could turn it into a poster if he wanted to. But obviously I don't know if he will. But I was gonna print myself a poster of this and hang it up, because I didn't think I would ever do that, because, to be honest, I'm rarely that proud of something I've done that I want to hang it on my wall. But in this case, I think it would be a fun thing. Let's see if we find any free wall slots in this flat. That's going to be a different story. But, you know, you can do like an A2 printing or something. I don't know, like a movie poster size, I think. You thought he looks to the monster who's entering the room. Oh, according to the instructions, no, he's waving at the elf. I actually should still draw the monster. This is all we've got of the monster at the moment. Finishing touches, guys. Finishing touches. But yeah, what we could do is we could basically do a little game on the... We could do a little game on the channel. We could basically do... Find all of the things in the Wimmelbild, and then whoever submits the correct answers gets put into a pot of... gets their name thrown into the pot of possible winners. And then we'll do a thing where we'll draw a winner, and the winner gets a poster as well. I'll just order two, and I'll give one away. I'll ask Nico if I can do that. I think that would be fun. Okay, that's another leather jacket drawn. And I'm just missing a hand. Bit of a small hand, but it'll do. Hello! Hey, if you're there. Here, we are on the last table. We are nearly done. We are nearly done. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Nice, nice, nice. Can we get to the coloring? Yes! But that's gonna be a different kind of stream, you know? It's not gonna be line art stream number 255. Honestly though, ooh, I just noticed something that's not, oh, that makes me unhappy. Hang on, I need to fix that. Gonna have to move him over a little bit, I think. Awkward. Let's see. I could find similar to this music. Let's see. I mean, I just noticed that there was a very unhappy tangent. So I just had to fix that. Hello, hi Amy. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, saving recovery information. The file size of this thing is growing and growing. I'll zoom out in a minute. Hang on. I'll just finish this one thing and then I'll give a little zoom out for a newcomer. Hello. Zoom, 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 zoom. Here we are. Welcome, new person. This is what we're working on at the moment. It's a commission work. There you go. How many layers is it now? A million. No, actually not that many. I've basically ooh, my program is hello, I'm back. I don't know if the stream just cut out, but the painting took a long time to save. Thank you, hire me. That's a very kind thing to say. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, yeah. This is no. This is the biggest thing I've ever drawn or anything. With absolute certainty, the biggest and longest picture I've ever done. So I appreciate that comment. How many? Sorry, SF Giants. I'll get back to you in a second. It's not that many layers actually. We've got a bunch of hang on, I'll scroll you through. We've got a bunch of layers of background copies. We've got a bunch of perspective lines. We've got the sketch layers. We have the tavern actual layers, which are switched off at the moment. So the actual furniture. We have the D&D table. We've got some got some decoration on the characters here. We've got the DSR table on one layer. We've got the owl. We've got the Anaria table. We've got the people in the bar. The Borbra table I have kept in some separate layers for reasons of coloring later on. The Humblewood copy can go away as well. To the pile of safety copies. The Peakwood Bay, I could actually collapse those together now. Yeah, I will do that. Really gotta stop saving onto USB drive. Actually, that had nothing to do with it. I tested it. I saved the picture on my hard drive, and it's actually the exact same. It takes that long because of the time lapse. So I'm recording a time lapse video, and the bigger the file gets, so when I deleted the time-lapse video off the thing, I basically exported it so I would have it, and then I deleted it off the actual picture. And then the picture went down to like 180 megabytes and it saved in seconds. Whereas right now it's like back to 800 megabytes and now it's starting to slow down. And last time I did this, it was at 2.5 gigabytes. And that was because of the video file, so yeah. I did actually save it onto my hard drive for a while, but that didn't actually improve matters. But yeah, thank you for the tip. I thought it would help, but unfortunately it didn't. Anyway, Peakwood Bay we have. I don't know why I have a copy of him. Anyway, Patricia. The Steam of the Cups. I think I might keep that separate. Donna, the chair, the table, and Beaufort. Okay, I merged those layers, that's one thing. We could do the tavern delete next, just to give us a bit more realism in this, how to look at it. It's so funny, like, most of the lines of the tavern you can't actually see in the finished picture. But I had to do them properly to start with, so that it would look realistic. Like, I had to draw the entire line so that the perspective is correct. Will admit feels kind of satisfying to do that. There you go. It kind of gives the whole thing a bit more depth. Okay. Where were we? Where were we? We were down here. Don't worry about this hole. I'm mostly gonna fill in some of these things with like darkness so that there's a bit of depth to the picture. So I'm not gonna put lots of details down here of like his cloak or something. Maybe I'll do like the edge of his cloak just so it's not so... There we go. So it doesn't look completely empty, but... Yeah. Okay. More Shadowrun characters. Sim folder. And then... That's Brick. I'm in getting shit done mode. Can you tell? I have got to get on with this, but I also want to. Ooh, I love it. More women hair to draw. I enjoy that. Ah, a fly. Ugh, go away. This is one of the things I always find like consistently the hardest, or I always found it consistently the hardest, was creating that's the thing, when you hold your breath when you do line art, then you suddenly have to stop talking. I find it hard to create a sense of three-dimensionality, and so I will say that doing line art for this picture has made me practice that a lot. Like, I think I'm basically better than I ever was at this, because I've done 40 characters or something, just, you know, just trying to do it, overlapping hair and overlapping belt buckles and overlapping clothing, three-dimensional clothing and stuff. This is a great commission, mostly for that fact alone, that it's giving me so much practice. I can probably do like a comparison of me before the Wimmelbild and me after the Wimmelbild, and it'll be like massively, massive improvement, which, to be honest, is so comforting. Like, you know, I remember I looked at some old art of mine, and I remember thinking that it was absolutely impossible to draw in a certain way. Like, I just looked at something that I drew and I'd just be like, there's no way I can do this better. I just can't, you know? And then now I can do it and I'm like, that's cool. That's unexpectedly cool. It's a cool feeling to think that I can now do things I never thought I actually could. And I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm not saying I'm at the end of where I want to be. Absolutely not. But I'm at a point where I never thought I'd get. Which is a nice thing to say sometimes, you know, when you think about it. Remember when you wanted what you have now? Remember when that was the thing you thought you couldn't have? Okay, this is the face. Remember, the Shadowrun characters were actually an interesting bunch, because there were really good character artworks of these people already, so I was trying to copy what this other person had done. And again, not easy, because you're like, I don't want to copy their style too much, but at the same time, this is a character commission. I have to respect what the character looks like, essentially. So yeah, it has to look a little bit like what you drew, so... Okay. And more hair. Maybe just one of these lines will be enough, otherwise it's a bit much. Okay, that's the hair and the face. Yeah, looking good, I think. I'm just gonna actually have to look at my references. I'm like, what does that jacket look like again? I don't remember, and my sketch is not really telling me. Right. This is the first entertaining art that I actually want to watch. Aww, thank you. I'm thanks. I'm not, sometimes I talk more, sometimes I talk less. Thanks for saying that. It's, I think I'm gonna have to redo this collar. I just looked at my reference again, it's just not it. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I know. It's annoying if you have to erase stuff, but here we are. Okay, so she's got this collar, right? Start with the collar. Ah! Hey, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you very much. Cookie time. Yay. Enjoy your sub. Hi, I'm me, and enjoy your emotes. I'm gonna be prying now, but if you're not interested in chatting about stuff like that, please feel free to ignore. How you are you doing art yourself? Are you interested in watching like art streams in general, or is this an unusual choice of stream for you? I'm curious. And thank you for the follow. Hey, you've made that little bar move, I believe, right? I'm not sure if it works immediately, but there we are. There we go. But yeah, it's always interesting to me how people find this channel, because it's always a little experiment, so to speak, you know? You're like, we got all sorts of different people here. Oh, cool. You have to leave. Okay, bye-bye. But thanks for the follow. Maybe see you around. Do you guys remember the... I'm still thinking of the American viewer the other day, which I thought was so funny. It was just like, yeah, someone hosted your stream and your voice woke me up. Trying to do more three-dimensional, you know, three-dimensional clothing. Actually, looks like it has mass. Still working on it. Okay. We have, oh, there's a bit of the jacket missing. Whoops. The Shadowrun characters were definitely, I think, a little bit less elaborate in the summary of that I got from Nico, so I think it's deliberate if they're not the most detailed bunch. I'm still kind of worried about them all having their hands under the table, but okay. Hmm. I just thought maybe I could make this corner a little bit more. Let's have this table here. You know, maybe make it look a little bit more sci-fi kind of-ish, sort of. Make it not just look like a slim kind of table. I don't know if that works with perspective, but I still need to draw the chop gun as well. It was a shotgun and then like an axe attached to it, I think. So like a gun blade, but a bit more badass. Yeah. Hi, Chocolate Elemental. Hello. Thanks for dropping by. How are you doing? Hope you're having a nice evening. Maybe they feed Indy under the table. That's why all the hands are under the table. That's such a good idea. Oh, that's great. Yep, of course. Indy is sitting over here and he's looking very happy because he's getting fed all the treats. You know what, SF Giants? That's headcanon for this picture now. If anyone asks why they have all the hands under the table, that's why. I hope no one will ask too much. Okay, we have down to the Shadowrun. Nina, that's her character's name. And next. Eee! The confetti is working now. This was one of my favorite ones to draw, actually, because there was so much visual information on this character. There we are. Okay. Go flip as well. Yeah, it's okay. For once, not struggling with 3/4 view. That's a relief. Do his hair on a separate layer. Honestly, this hair makes me very glad for the gap fill tool, the close gap feature. I think that's gonna come in very handy. So basically there's a lot of gaps here in the hair, and when I use the fill tool, the program's gonna fill the gaps for me. That's gonna make it a lot easier. There we go. Just a bit more hair. There we go. Yeah. And now he's got a bedroll on his back. Awesome. This kind of nice as well. I remember when I was sketching these, that was at the very end of the sketching. Obviously I did these last. I feel like I'm moving into the present with my line art, you know. I'm moving towards the time that is closer in my head, basically. I can tell that I was actually getting more confident with the sketches than before. So it's making me happy. Close gaps tool sounds like witchcraft. It is a bit witchcraft. You know what I mean though, right? Or do I have to demonstrate? No, you probably know, but it does sound a bit. It is a bit witchcrafty. It is definitely one of the reasons that Clip Studio Paint is better for comic drawing than Photoshop is the fill tool, because obviously the fill tool makes it so much quicker if you do line art and fill with colors, right? And in Photoshop that was always complicated. Oh, you actually don't? Well, then, let me demonstrate. This is very useful. So, let's open up a new picture. Okay, in order to demonstrate this, how do I do this? I can't just create a new scene so easily, so let me fold out this part of the thing. Does that work? Right. Okay. I'm not sure if you can, no, that doesn't actually work so well. I was trying to show my screen properly. So I'm gonna, Okay, I'll paraphrase. I apologize. My screen isn't set up to actually show stuff, but I'll show you. So I'll draw some hair, right? So, and now here there's gaps. And now I want to fill this with a color, and I use the fill tool. And there's basically a setting on the fill tool called close gap. So, there we go. Oh, no, you can't see it. I just tried to show the window, but it doesn't actually work. Can I make it? Oh, look, I can do it like this. Oh my god. I'm ruining my layout. Anyway, here it is, close gap, right? So if you set close gap too low, then it won't work. But if you set close gap too high, it closes the gap. So basically, you can fill tool all you like, and it'll just kind of keep it in there, even though you've been loosey-goosey with your lines. The other thing that I would do is I wouldn't fill it obviously directly on this. Wouldn't fill it immediately there. I would set this line art layer as a reference layer, and then I would tell my fill tool that it should refer to other layers. But this is pretty standard knowledge, so... There we go. And then I do this on a different layer, basically. And the close gap, as you saw here, it was a little bit overzealous, so I usually don't have it on the full setting because it ruins it a little bit. And the nice thing I like is that it does this like intelligent filling of the gap, right? So even though this should have created in Photoshop individual areas separated by black lines, it actually doesn't do that. It actually fills it really nicely, which means these areas here, in Photoshop, they would be white. So the color would start sort of around here, and it doesn't fill it properly, which if you fill something in Photoshop, it gives you this horribly jagged line. And in Clip Studio, it just like, you can just go boop, 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 fill, and then that's it. And it just makes it so quick. That's why I'm looking forward to coloring the Wimmelbild, because I think it's going to be really fun to just go boop, 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 boop with the fill tool, as long as I have the right colors. So, now, how to get my Clip Studio? There we go. Boop. Playing with the tolerance. Yeah, you kind of have to sort of try it out a little bit, but that's the tool. Basically, in the fill tool, there's an option to close gap, and yeah, you just kind of have to try out how loose is your line art. If it's pretty closed, you can just put the close gap to low, because otherwise it's gonna fill in, it's gonna get choppy, as you saw. But if you have a lot of little gaps, like with hair, for example, fill the gap tool is very useful. How many hands did you miss? Hi, Olafin. Hello. Actually, just one hand. Brick's hand. Okay, where were we? Ah yes, I just noticed that this looks a bit shite, so... Also, as if Giants earlier, I completely ignored your question because there was other stuff I wanted to say. How do I feel about a new Prime Minister in the UK? Honestly, I just had a really good laugh earlier with Max about it when he told me. So, which is a bit sad for people who live there, and I'm really sorry for you that your politics is currently so messed up. But, I probably laughed so much because I'd been sent the can this lettuce outlast Liz Truss picture / video live stream, and and I was just sitting somewhere else, and Max just said to me, completely out of context, by the way, the lettuce won. And we hadn't been talking about this or whatever, but I immediately knew what he meant. And so that's how I found out, and I thought that was hilarious. And the winning picture of the lettuce was pretty great. Yeah. Give the lettuce a wig, I think. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, I think if you Google "Can this lettuce outlast Liz Truss," you'll probably find it. Don't mind that the lettuce being the new PM, to be honest, can't do a worse job. Yeah, I think that was the implication, yeah. That was pretty great. So this lettuce, yeah, clearly this lettuce is now gonna be... You said you missed the lettuce's speech. Oh, Did it... Is it on YouTube? Maybe they recorded it for... The letters probably would have had to say many interesting things. Many, morale-raising, you know, emotional commentary on the state of Britain. Or something like that. It's time Bojo might be back. Oh no! Oh please no. He's had his chance. Time they put Larry the cat in control. He's outlasted 4 PMs by now, strong and stable, etc, etc. Okay, who's Larry the cat for the non-British people here? Oh hello, hi, I'm me, hi, I'm back. Oh, the cat who lives in Downing Street. So the cat always lives there? Like, the prime ministers don't bring their own pets? Like Obama's dog or something? You missed this. You missed the fact that we started talking about the fact that a lettuce outlasted the British Prime Minister Liz Truss. You missed one character, I think. But is the cat like always there? Does it just expect to be fed like condensed milk or something? I need details on this cat. I need to know. Boris tried to get rid of him. What? God, I mean, come on. For someone who knows about, like, public appearances, you should know that shit like that doesn't make you popular with people. Oh my god, there's a Wikipedia article. He's got a job in Thai. Oh, he's got a little British bow tie. Oh, Larry is a domestic cat who serves as chief mouser to the cabinet office. I love Britain for shit like this. You can't tell me off for liking British culture when you come up with stuff like that. Come on. Just... I mean, it says here, the cat had developed a reputation of being violent in his interactions with other local mouses, especially the Foreign Office's much younger cat, Palmerston. It's like they've got the whole cinematic universe relationship PowerPoint map. It's just... Oh my god, of course he's from Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. That's why you always make jokes about Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. It's great. Intended to be a pet for children of the Camerons and was described by Downing Street as a good ratter, as having a high chase drive and hunting instinct. In 2012, Battersea Dogs and Cats Home revealed that Larry's popularity had resulted in a 15% surge of people adopting cats. Oh my god. That is hilarious. Here's a picture. Larry at the door of 10 Downing Street, his official residence and workplace. Oh my god. Chief Mouser to the Cabinet Office is the title of the official resident cat at 10 Downing Street, the residence and executive office of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. There has been a resident cat in the British government employed as a mouser and pet since the 16th century. What? Bloody hell. Despite other cats having served in Downing Street, the first one to be given the official title by the British government was Larry in 2011. Okay, this makes me feel slightly better about it. Bloody hell. This is just... There is evidence of a cat in residence in the English government dating back to the reign of Henry VIII. That is hilarious. It's cats, man. People and cats. This is... I'm crying. He's got his own website and everything. Oh no, it's on the staff list. Oh my god. At this speed, Charles will have got more PMs than his mother in 2024. Oh god. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Just... The nation sends him gift and treats. I mean, it's gotta be said. Germany could definitely learn a thing or two from you guys when it comes to, you know, charismatic advertising for the government and stuff like that. We just don't have shit like that here. It just wouldn't work. Like, there's something about how boring a culture we are and how tedious everything is and how absolutely humorless everything is here. It just wouldn't work. And I'm telling you, there are two options, right? There are two options. Either it wouldn't work. And basically, you just couldn't have something like that in Germany because no one would think about it. No one would just think of it to do that. To be like, let's have a cat live in, you know, the Bundestag in Berlin. No. No one would do that. Because the people here would probably just be obsessed with how complicated it would be to keep him or something. I don't know. That would be number one. The other option is that there is, in fact, a cat in some German government building, right? There's the possibility, there is not zero, that something like this already exists. But this being Germany, no one would know about it, right? Like, no one would know about it. There would not be, like, a media presence or something. Because people here don't give a damn, and they wouldn't hear about it. It would not be on the news. It would be some kind of jokey thing on a website somewhere that no one would ever read. And so if such a thing exists, I'm not surprised that I haven't heard of it. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, sure, government shouldn't be mega exciting. I mean, having a PM that only lasted for 2 months? Yeah, not that great for politics. But at the same time, it gotta be said, the British do have a great sense of humor and know how to, you know, create a sense of unity and belonging in people, and having a cat in the government seems like a great way to do that. And the Americans do that too very well, I think, with like having a dog in the White House and stuff. British people in movies. May I have a cup of tea? British pubes in real life. Can I have tea? Can have tea? Google is a spy for the government. Yeah. Oh, I have you having difficulty typing. I hope you're okay. We actually have... There's someone in the chat here who has, there's like, who sometimes, I don't know, who was it? Was it... I might have forgotten who it was because I'm terrible with names, but I remember someone saying they had a partial stroke and had real difficulty typing, so I can understand how being in chats must be hard sometimes. Yes, it was Roach. Max, you are my conscience, thank you. If it was a German cat, it would be required to fill out a lot of forms. Yes, you can say that again. Absolutely would it have to fill out forms. Imagine the rules and labor laws needed for a cat. Yeah, exactly. We couldn't, like I say, you couldn't do it in Germany. It would just be, no. We're just not, you know, we're just not good at stuff like that. You're typing on your PS4? What? Like, with a controller? Do you have to do the thing where you go A, Shift, T, something like that? That sounds annoying. The only exceptions are police dogs. You're already in bed. Very good. I'm glad. That's, I hope you're comfortable. I've got too many layers for this guy. I need to lower it down a little bit. Good night, SF Giants. I hope you have a good night's sleep. See you next time. You always thought the British are pragmatic. No, I don't know. I think the Germans might be slightly more pragmatic in that regard. I think we're very, Well, I suppose we Germans tend to overthink stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened in 2016 that made you reevaluate that opinion, yeah? God, I have to stop drawing, stop myself from drawing fingernails. That would be the day. Something going on for the music. Okay. I hate that it looks like such a sausagey kind of terribly drawn hand, but I'll leave it like that for the moment. I can't be asked to draw a better hand. Hello Scoppy! Welcome first time chatter. Welcome to the art stream. How's it going? Too many layers, too many layers. There we go. You're so tired. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm a bit tired too, to be honest. This is what we're working on at the moment. A big picture with lots of characters. You're in class right now. Lol. Okay, interesting. What time zone is that, if I may ask? Because where I'm from, where I'm streaming, it's 10 o'clock in the evening, so I hope you're not having classes that late. Let me look at my reference picture. There we go. It's got a very specific taco t-shirt. Kind of difficult with the bend in the fabric, but oh my god, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, crikey. I guess American time zone now. Get you to bed. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. All of it. I was gonna say, you're gonna get that in, aren't you? Yes. We've had a bunch of time zone discussions recently. It seems like there's people coming in from various other time zones than normally. To us Europeans over here. Oh, right. I'm sorry. Sorry, Scopy. Naturally, if you're in class, then of course it would be 4 in the afternoon. Actually, this plays into exactly what Oliver and we have been discussing, where us Germans have difficulty reading 12-hour clocks. So for us, 4 in the afternoon would be 16 o'clock. Or I guess if you watch military shows or Star Trek, 1600 hours. So, yeah. That's the only context that we know that from. You want to sleep. Oh. E.T. is at Eastern time. Well, I'm afraid I can't help you there. Are you in school, or how the hell are you able to be operating a phone when you're in class? Because I remember uni though. Uni lectures basically meant lots of people in a room, and you could just have your phone and no one would care. Scopy is followed. Thank you for this follow, Scopy. I hope you join us again when you're not in class and have feeling a bit better and also tired. I wonder if the guy who did this original character illustration had a reference for Taco Temple, or if he invented Taco Temple, I don't know. A Shadowrun universe taco shop thing. Love that t-shirt designs. And then also he has a gun in his waistband of his jeans or something. There we go, and the rest will be covered by the table. Oliver, are you falling asleep as well? Another character done. Are we looking for time? Oh, my ears are hurting from this headset. Oof. Okay. Next is Myri's character. Is he a paladin from the Temple of Taco? Who knows? A taco priest. Would be interesting to see what his guiding bolt or his divine what are they called from the paladins? Divine Strike, that's it. What does Divine Strike looks like? Like, are you just gonna hit by like a taco in the head, just like, but it's made, you know, it's made out of like shurikens, but Divine Light shuriken tacos, or something. I wanna make that character now, like, reskin it. Yeah. I don't know where that went. I'm just gonna say hi, Ami. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I would really like to tell you though that I don't I'm not so much a fan of the slightly creepy stuff that you're talking about, and I would perhaps ask you to refrain from mentioning stuff like having a heart attack or or stuff about dying. I would appreciate if you could stop that, please, because it's making me uncomfortable. And yeah, I would like the people in this chat to feel comfortable and have a good time and have fun, and it's a little bit off-putting, that. So yeah, if you're like tired or high or whatever's going on, go to bed. Go to bed and have a good sleep, man. Drink a glass of water or something. Yeah, take care of yourself, okay? But other than that, we're all pretty chill people here. Ooh, okay, I had to hold my breath for that line. I have to say, I'm just looking at the pictures, at the illustrations of the Shadowrun characters, and I'm not sure. Here's the thing, I'm not sure. I think some of this is just a painted over photograph. Like, it's basically a photograph and then like painted over in like Procreate or something. And they look really good. But from afar, they look like really good paintings. And then you zoom in and you're like, I think these are like photographs and then just sort of manipulated, photo manipulations or something. And that's pretty impressive. But I thought they were like full-on digital paintings. And this actually makes me rethink a little bit how people do like character illustrations for RPGs, you know. It doesn't always have to be a full digital illustration. Photo manipulation with painting over is actually also possible, so maybe something to consider. Oh, Firda! Don't get me started! You started rewatching Deep Space Nine. I would say that is always a fantastic life choice to make. And I hope you're enjoying it. I have to admit, we're still in our rewatch of Voyager. And I have to say, some of the episodes that I completely thought were gonna be completely awful are suddenly a lot better in a rewatch. And I'm almost embarrassed to say that, because I used to be like, oh, this episode's shit, this episode's shit. And now I'm like, yeah, it's okay, actually. Maybe my expectations have changed. Still in the weird first series, yeah. Although I think in the first series there is already a lot of nice stuff. I think. There's already a lot of like good episodes in the first series already. I think it just kind of has a bad rep somehow. Wimmelbild in season 4 of TNG. Okay, you've got the mod on you now, hi me. Season 4 of TNG. Which season was that again? What was the main thing in season 4? I can never keep them straight. Season 2 was Polanski. Season 3 was the Klingon storyline. Oh, and if you're looking for something to talk about, hire me. It helps massively if you watch Star Trek, I've noticed. A lot of us are a bunch of Star Trek nerds, so... Feel free to join in that convo. We're having, It just reminds me of our Lego stream, where we just kind of talked about Star Trek a lot and Doctor Who. There we go. What's this guy called? Which number is he? Saving recovery information. Yeah, I think before we do the next drawing session, I'm gonna have to export the time-lapse again. So if you're there, I will try and lower the file size again. Number 5. Clemens, or rather Ben. It's very confusing to me, by the way. I've got this list of characters, right? And I've got character name, and then in brackets, who played them. And so a lot of the time, you know, you'll have like fantasy characters, and it'd be like, you know, Balsaldrius, and then it's like, played by Florian. Or you have Diazani, played by Jan, you know? And it's very obvious which of these is the character name and which of these is the player name. But then you get to the Shadowrun characters, and it's just like, Ben, played by Clemens, could both be, you know, Nina, played by Katrin. It's like, okay. The Shadowrun at the Peakwood Bay was a little bit easier, because they're obviously such obvious references to American TV shows that don't sound like German names. So it's well, I suppose that's Walker, you know, where I made the mistake of I still can't get over the fact that we played Star Trek role-playing game with Walker, and I accidentally called him Commander Walker. I'm still embarrassed by that. You know, it's like how you embarrassed 3 years later because you told a waitress to enjoy her meal or something. I'm still like, wow, this never happens. I think he had like a Denobulan with a very similar name. He had like Varix or something, and I just got it wrong. But I was very embarrassed by it. we can discuss how Yule should watch Lower Decks because this is the best Star Trek since Enterprise. Ooh, it's on our watch list, Firda. As I've said before, like, I think we have very clear intentions. I also want to watch the Orville, and I also want to watch the Lower Decks. It's on my list. There's a bunch of things. But, a lot of people in this community have already said that it was, that it's very good, and I would like to find out, yes. It's supposed to be really funny as well. Season 4 introduces the Kardashians. I love it. I love it. I love that. Just, yeah. Referencing the Kardashians as the Kardashians is the only way to talk about them. Which one's Gul Dukat? I know he doesn't appear in TNG, but... Which Cardassian is Gul Dukat? I can't really answer that question myself because in order to make a joke about the Kardashians, I would have to actually know something about the Kardashians, which I don't, so... Ah. My eyes. I've been looking at a screen a lot all day. It dries out your eyes after a while. Oh, that's when Wesley decides to become a space traveling alien or something, yeah. Sorry, my eyes are really dry. The actor from Gul Dukat, he's a different Kardashian in TNG. I think so, yeah. I think they cast the same guy again. I think you might be right. I wouldn't swear on it, but it's one of those, you know, it's like those wonderful Star Wars facts we had in the other stream the other day about them being actual languages and stuff. So it could be a fact like that, but I do seem to recall that when we watched it as well. Yeah. It's actually a sort of a running gag between me and Max that that I like to that I'm quite good at recognizing people even under heavy face makeup or like special effects makeup. And it's like a running gag between us because on the other hand, right, I am absolutely terrible at remembering names. And that's the problem is that makes it really hard for me to name drop and to have conversations about stuff because, you know, especially when you're like in nerd circles and you're like, you can't basically name drop and be like, oh yeah, this guy and that woman and blah, blah, blah. It's just, you know, I'm just terrible at it. He was Gul Massad. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a vague memory of that too, but I wouldn't have sworn on it. But so, you know, I can't really have a talk about it. But when we do watch stuff, I'm usually like, hey, that actor who plays that, you know, heavily made up alien, he also played that other heavily made up alien in the, you know, previous season or something. And in the beginning, Max was always like, no. I know, I think he's learned to trust my judgment in this regard, but it's this one, like, tiny thing where I'm like, I'm proud of the fact that I can recognize people's voices and, like, their facial structure or something, or their eyes. But unfortunately, I can never remember the actor's name. So I'll be like, oh, that guy, he also played Worf's brother. Favorite Gul Dukat line. There I was, minding my own business, when I get a distress call from myself. That was one of the best scenes. That's in the season when he's like space pirate, good guy Golden Cat before he becomes bad again. That's like when he wants to have a relationship with his daughter and he's just a psycho villain and that's why it doesn't work. You think that was season 2 pre-Cisco Beard? Are you sure? Cisco Beard was season 4 of Deep Space Nine? Or was it season 2? More suspension of disbelief. What, me? But I think that was at the time when Golden Cat was flying around with his own spaceship and being all nice and stuff. Or was it when he was still slightly evil and they were not sure if he was going to help them? And then the thing of Deep Space Nine started to fire on him as well. Here, now what's that? Paul, your favorite Cardassian. That's awesome. Okay, yes, can I vote even though I'm not logged in on IMDb? Andrew Robinson as Garak, Mark Alimo as Golden Cat, Melanie Smith as Toraziel, Golden Cat's daughter. Martha Hackett as Seska. I hated Seska. I thought she was so annoying. Toraziel. Okay, let's go through them. Toraziel as Golden Cat's daughter. I thought she was cool. I really liked the episode with her. Golden Cat is, of course, amazing. I love him. I love Garak. Garak is amazing. Wonderful character. Wonderful backstory. Just brilliant all around. Casey Biggs as Damar. I loved his character development from drunk to revolutionary. Just brilliant. I loved him. He was great. Where else have I seen Casey Biggs in, by the way? That was something I will have to research. And then we have Lawrence Pressman as Tekeny Gamor. Oh yeah, he was... Wasn't he the like, war criminal doctor or something? He's trying to make up for his crimes. I think I remember that. Paul Dooley is Enabrantane. I mean, he was of course cool. Enabrantane as the Garak's former boss slash father? I think he was his father. And he was the head of the Obsidian Order. Then we have David Warner as Gul Madred. Oh yeah, he was the one in the episode T with Picard. They were all like... And then we have Mark Alimo as Gul Mazet. Oh, right. Cool. Okay, what's my favorite Cardassian? You get the same feeling of knowing that actor from somewhere in Monty Python movies. Oh yeah. Any British film though, really, Oliver. Like, if you watch Harry Potter or something, you'd just be like, yeah, I know that person. Ooh, this is difficult. I really like Damar. I really liked Cat. I really like Garak. I think I'm gonna have to go with Golden Cat. He's on rank 3. Okay, in this vote, most people have voted for Garak. Then actually on second place is bloody Seska from Voyager. Why? Why? Why would you like Seska? I did not like her at all. You love that character, his speech. Do you mean Damar and the speech at the end of the show? It's just... Or do you mean the, I don't know which one you meant, because obviously the stream has a bit of delay, sorry. Oh, I don't know what you're referring to. I like to spot people who have been killed in Midsummer Murders. Yes! Yes! I know exactly what you mean! I said this last time, it's like, whenever we go to Sweden, I always watch Midsummer Murders there, because they show it in... because we don't have, like, streaming options there or something, right? It's all just watching television, and whatever happens to be on Swedish television is what we watch, and they show a lot of Midsummer Murders there, so whenever we're there, I always insist that we watch it. And then, yeah, I love that. I love that game of... Oh, she got stabbed in that episode. You know, she played this person in that Shakespeare play, that person in Harry Potter, and... you know, that person in that other TV show. The war criminal one. Oh, the character, yeah, who did bad things, and then Kira had to deal with him. That was very good, yeah. That was very cool, yeah. Oh, that actor was killed by a large wheel of cheese in Midsummer Murders. Yeah. Exactly. The, again, another cultural thing that I really like about England. I'm not sure if that's necessarily a good thing, objectively speaking, like, the fact that so many British actors show up in British sitcoms obviously must mean that there's not enough work to just be like a stage actor or something. You also have to do television work. But yeah, I was once in probably mentioned this a million times, but we were in Stratford-upon-Avon on a theatre trip from university, and we watched a bunch of Shakespeare plays, and we also watched, yeah, and in one of the Shakespeare plays I saw, like I said, King Lear, played by Gregory Hicks, and he was on Midsummer Murders. He was a drunk priest on Midsummer Murders. I don't think he got killed, though. I think he was more like one of the suspects, but yeah. Might have gotten killed, I don't remember. It's a lot of actors. That's why so many export so many to America. Yeah, at least you can do that. I think the Germans, we have a slight limitation as to how many actors you can conceivably export to America before they think they're all sound the same. We got lucky with Daniel Brühl. He was an amazing... I saw him in like films here and stuff, and I thought it was really cool that he was in like Avengers and stuff. But yeah, on that Stratford trip, I also saw a production of Le Morte d'Arthur. I never know how to say that in English without sounding too French. Anyway, the King Arthur story, and the guy who played King Arthur, and in the same production line in which I also saw him on stage, he also played Romeo in a production of Romeo and Juliet. And he was a really nice guy, and we met him in the pub afterwards and talked to him. And that actor was the guy who was on that Robin Hood show that was on at the same time as the Merlin show was on, which I still have not seen. I have seen the Merlin show to death. No, not really. I've seen it like once and then started writing fanfiction because it really needed it. But the Robin Hood show that was on at the same time, he was one of the characters in that. And yeah, I remember seeing him on the DVD packet and going, hey, I had a beer with that guy. Because Because it's just kind of cool like that in Stratford. So I really enjoyed that. Yeah, so we've got Myri's character. I think I will, I'm just saving the picture. Did you know it was the Merlin actor that turned Bryony vegan? What? Colin Morgan? No. How did that happen? Do tell. Is it like personally, or was it just something he said in an interview? Okay, I'm gonna try my hand at the table while we're talking. You say yup, I assume that means she met him? Once again, apologies for the delay in the stream. Sometimes it's very hard to keep up a two-way conversation when, you know, when you're I'm saying something and then your reply for me is like a little bit later and then I don't know what you're replying to. Sometimes it's very, very tricky in streams like that. I find that when I'm in other streams chats as well though, like I never know when to say something in the chat and then you'd never know what that person is responding to. Like say I'm laughing about something, so it could be something the streamer said like a minute ago. It was something like they were having a chat about food and she mentioned that she didn't like eating something in particular and mistook her for meaning she was vegan. She didn't want to correct him, so she had to pretend to be vegan for the rest of the shoot. That's amazing. I want to know so many more details about this, but that's hilarious. In case Colin Morgan finds out and comes for her. I have so many questions. Like, how did Bryony meet Colin Morgan? Like, does she do like, yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember she said once that she was like in TV, like editing or filming or camera work or something. Okay, that's amazing. I love that. That is really cool. That if you work behind the camera, behind the scenes or something. See, that's the other thing. Like, say you worked with people on British television behind the scenes, and it's like, you know, you're like, oh, that's really cool. You're just working with this random person who seems really nice, and then a couple of years later, you're like, oh, that person is in a Marvel movie now. I'm sure a lot of people who worked with, like, young Benedict Cumberbatch must feel like that now. I remember, Britain is a Mr. Bean sketch. Do you remember when we were on this convention, Max, and we talked to we were at the convention where Charlie Sheen showed up with like the 15 bodyguards, and we were behind the scenes, and we were just sitting at this table, helping out our friends from Orkenspalter TV, right? And we were just sitting behind the scenes at this table, and there was like the $6 million man, the Bionic Man, the old actor from the 60s, and then what's her face? Scarlet Witch sat at the table with us. Elizabeth Olsen, yeah. She just kind of came in for her interview with Myri, and she sat next to her, like on the same table with us. And it was just like, hello. And she was just like polite, and then just did her makeup a bit, and then she went on stage, and she was like super reserved and stuff. But I think we're both just like, oh my god, we sat at the same table as Elizabeth Olsen. That's really cool. Like she's really nice. And then Charlie Sheen showed up, and I was just like, he was like late, and there were like 8 people coming in with him, protecting him from all sides and stuff, and just that was all fucked up. We were just sitting there with our Coke, just like, it's Charlie Sheen, yeah. Yeah. It's also the story of her slamming the door in Maggie Smith's face when working on Downton Abbey. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh god, I can't imagine the mortification I would have felt. That's really awesome. It's really awesome that she worked in film, but it's sorry, my head just conflated these things into two. But yeah, Max, remember when we talked to Toby at that convention, and we got so excited about meeting Elizabeth Olsen and meeting like Ted Raimi, and I was very excited about meeting Ted Raimi and stuff. And I love that there's a YouTube video of me, Myri, Ted Raimi, and Ted Raimi's girlfriend playing a card game together. That's just one of my favorite memories ever. That's just, for me, that was one of the most exciting things. But yeah, remember Toby, who told us how he met James Masters, and he was just like, he touched my shoulder, I didn't wash for a week. I was like, yeah, it's James Masters, I can understand. I probably would have, like, sacred, like, Bart Simpson taped off my arm as well if he touched me. I want to hear these stories from Brian E. Ferida. Thank you for mentioning that. I didn't actually know. I never have enough time to watch, like, so many other streams, so yeah. Talking about watching this aspiring artist back in 2022. Well, there's hope, I guess, Audible. I always thought it was quite funny when people took little drawings of me and said, oh, I'll pin this up, and then when you're famous, you know, I'll sell it on eBay. It's quite funny. Here we go. Chewed polystyrene. Chewed polystyrene coffee cup. I assume that's something that Finch's character did. There we go. Great. And then we have this torture device looking hollow green. Change it a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Nice little hollow screen. Maybe she also has a like a keyboard or something. I don't actually know what a deck looks like on Shadowrun. I know that I played this character, but no one could ever really explain to me what that was. It was just like, you're a decker and you have this deck and you hack stuff. I'm like, okay. There we go. That's gonna be partly hidden anyway. It's just to give a bit more electronic equipment, really. Okay. I can get more done. I can try and get Finch done. I'll have to put the table away for the moment. Finch is not that hard to do. Sorry, not Finch. Kitsu, my old character, my old Shadowrun character is here. The fox persona. You just have to be the decker and the face. That was her job. I think her hair needs to be behind the ear. Oh yeah, the because we were talking about TV shows earlier of the resident Brits. Have you seen the? Did you actually watch that Merlin show? Because I know it was on telly, and it's the sort of thing people watch on telly. Because I recently found that there was a script for a last season, and I read it. It was actually written by the writers of the show, of the Merlin show. And the I read it out of curiosity. It was basically you watch it on Netflix? Yeah, me too. The there's if you want to know, there's a last season. You can read it online or you can download it as PDFs. It was called Merlin Season 6 Kingdom Come, I think. Yeah, if you Google that, I'm sure you could find it. But basically, the writers of Merlin, they wrote a last season, but then the makers of the show basically said, no, you know, we're kind of done with that, and the actors have all moved on to other projects and stuff. But they still thought, okay, well, the script is finished, so we could just publish it on the internet. So they published it for free, and you can just read it. And it's not bad, actually. It's basically set in this universe of the Merlin show, and it's basically the present day Arthur Returns fic, basically. It's like a fanfic, basically. But it's actually written by the writers of the show. So it's within canon. It has I don't want to spoil it for you because it has some actually nice plot developments, which I approve of. And all of the characters are basically reborn. So you get Merlin, you get Morgana, you get all the knights, you get Guinevere, so they're all back. Did they not know how expensive it is to keep a dragon on retainer? Yeah, they probably should have thought about that beforehand, shouldn't they? But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed reading that because it's sort of, you know, it gives you a bit of closure that the show didn't really give you. It has a bit of an absurd ending, to be honest. Like, it's a bit absurd, but at the same time, I did like the fact that all the characters came back. So Mordred comes back as well. So all the dead characters come back, basically. And everyone gets a second chance. And most of them, like, all of them don't remember who they are, basically. And it takes some time for them to figure out who they are, which is great. There was one little detail which I can spoil, which is not such a big spoiler, but I like the fact that they found a lot of the characters sort of by accident. So they find Gawain and he's in like a bar fight again. So, you know, they did nice stuff like that. So yeah. I remember reading it and I genuinely didn't know how it was gonna end. So I was, you know, it was really like quite a wild ride because I was like, well, kind of know how the show had to end because of how the how it is, you know. You know that Arthur has to die because he has to die and then return, you know. But you know, with the modern one, it's like I have no idea what they're gonna do. Is Arthur just gonna die again, or is he gonna rule everything, or still have to do the chop gun, but I have no idea how. I think I might have to get back to that. Get back to the chop gun. I'm just gonna delete these elements here. Hello, Unicorn Sparkles. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good evening or day, wherever you may be. Okay. Oof. Progress. I'm just going to save the picture again. And grab some more water. 1 second. I think, yeah, I'm gonna draw some of these middle characters. I think I'll get to Shrapnel next, last, and I'll do the chop gun last, because I'll have to do some research for reference material what a shotgun looks like. Chopgun looks like, as I haven't sketched it yet. So yeah. Let's do Asphalael. He's nice and easy. He consists mostly of hair. Oh, you had a picture for the chop gun? That's brilliant. Yeah, you feel free to... I love that when we played, I love that when we played DSR, that Benny was there, and that his character had he just put his hair in his face so that he would look like Asphalael. I thought that was great. And having met Benny when he was just normal looking, you know, it was really funny that he went all out to reprise his character. Is it silly that I feel really like, I don't know, I get very easily I don't know, I guess you could say starstruck is what you could call it. When Bryony rated my stream, I just internally was freaking out, because I was just like, oh my god, I don't know how to deal with this. That is so nice. And so when we met those people on the convention, I was also just freaking out, and I'm not sure if I made a fool of myself, probably. You know. And then you can go home and you can be like, I made a fool of myself in front of Tasha, yeah, great. The only reassuring thing about that is that people, those people have probably met a lot of embarrassing people over the years, so not so bad. But yeah, it's like I feel the same about on every level of creatordom. So like it doesn't matter if it's, you know, Denise Crosby, or, you know, or sitting at the same table as Elizabeth Olsen, or Bryony Radic by stream, or meeting, or being able to be in front of camera with Benny, who I met at the lab, and who has been in this film that so many people have seen who follow the Orkenspalter channel, and I'm like, he's a really nice guy. And some of the other people are really, really cool. Like, Evie's really cool, you know? And these really cool people who do all of these really cool projects. And I just get to play with them, you know? So, you know, I get very easily impressed by, I don't know, by other people, I suppose. I'm very easily infatuated with other people and think they're amazing. And it's a bit embarrassing, like, because I don't know, because it kind of shows that sometimes I tend to have not such a good like, not such a good opinion of myself, you know what I mean? Like, you get like, I get like, oh, you know, I'm just me, I'm just this totally unimportant weirdo, and I know you shouldn't talk like that, you know, like, and self-deprecating humor is not so good, you know, so I know that, but it's still like, I don't know, it's hard for me, and so I think maybe I hype the shit out of other people and what they do, because I always think it's like 100% certainty better than what I'm doing. And I know it's not a nice way to think of myself, and I should stop doing that, but it's hard. And maybe in the end I can think slightly better of myself, and I can still hype the shit out of other people, because that's nice. Oh, bye Fiona! Have a lovely night! Thanks for joining us. There we go. We have a sort of a tablet. I think these strings should actually be a bit more in the middle of the tablet, which means I have to redraw the tablet, of course. Actually, hang on, I could just go back. There we go. Okay, let's move the drinks a little bit first. Boop. And now let's draw the tablet. There we go. That should have been the correct way of doing it. Okay. Let's get rid of some of the parts of Asfalil again. Okay. Yeah, there wasn't that much to Asfalil. I think that's I just noticed this guy's supposed to have slightly longer hair. Oh yeah. Oops. I'll just add a little bit more hair. This is the sort of thing that I would have never noticed again at the end, I think. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to call it a night here because I'm getting very tired. And I have to travel tomorrow, so I should get some sleep. So there will be no stream. Oh, a stretch. Oh, I've been sitting here a while. I'm looking at screens a lot today. No stream tomorrow because we need to pack and prepare. We're going to visit some family over the weekend, so no snow hangout on Sunday, I'm afraid. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope you get well into the weekend. Yeah. I think we've made it quite far. That's pretty good. I actually I got a bit tired earlier, but then I was like, no, I'll push on. I will do like 1 or 2 more characters. In the hopes of getting more of this picture done. But now I have to go to sleep. I'm just deleting these lines that I can take a nice progress shot. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I've deleted all of the table from his hair there. Yeah, it's getting there. Getting there, getting there. Okay, let's save that properly. As a work in progress. Work in progress picture 16 already. And this is like, what, episode, I don't know, 15? I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway. I wish you guys a lovely start into the weekend. Look after yourselves, and let's find someone to raid. Let's see who's who else is online? Wow, no one. Wow. We got Numi-chan. She's doing some splattery, gory thing. Yeah, everything's offline. Sweet Anita is streaming. I mean, why not? We haven't raided her ever. I know, I'm not following her, but sure. My goodness, there's like thousands of people watching. That's not intimidating at all. But she's got bunny cam on, so bunny cam is a pretty good conviction. Sure, why not? I'm always raiding like smaller channels, and Max is always saying, raid bigger channels. Okay, I wish you guys a lovely weekend. Thank you for watching. Welcome to all the newcomers. I'll see you next week, probably Monday, for another Monday morning work together, co-working chill stream. So have a lovely night, guys. Bye bye.